Hello everyone, welcome back to another drawing video tutorial in Procreate. Today we're going to be drawing a cool stylized ghost type drawing. I don't even know what to call it, but it's going to be fun nonetheless. So let's get started. So we're going to create our canvas. Click on your plus icon in the top right corner. We're going to start a 3000 by 3000 canvas. So you click on the little black folders here and you could type in your dimensions. 3000. Ooh, not that much. 3000 by 3000 and hit create, and there we go. We're going to get started. Now I have provided two sketches for you, one with grid lines, one without grid lines, as I normally do. You can find those as a free download in the description below. I've set it up where you can download everything for free, and you can also tip $1 or $2 if you are want to support the channel and if you're enjoying these free tutorials I bring to you every week. So it's much appreciated. Okay, so let's get started. First thing you can do is, if you have no experience drawing, you have no experience with Procreate, click on the little wrench icon right here. I'm going to insert a photo, and the one without grid lines. You don't need to change the size or anything like that because the sketch is the same size as the 3000 by 3000 canvas. And there you are. So what you can do is you can take the opacity down by clicking on the little N right there on that layer and making it kind of light color, and then starting a new layer by hitting the plus, dragging it under, and then you can just go ahead. Let's change to black. And you could start. Oops, I've got a wrong brush. You can just start drawing right over the top of it, just like that. Okay, the next level you can do, if you've got some experience, let me go ahead and clear this out. We're going to delete that photo. Okay, so what you can do is click on the wrench again, click on canvas, click on reference, and then hit image and import an image. And then we're going to come in here with the grid line one. There we go. And then we can set him over here on the side. And if we want the grid lines on our canvas over here, just like right over here. So what you can do is click on the wrench again. We're going to click on drawing guide. We're going to edit our drawing guide, and then we're going to change this grid size to 377. 377. Done. There you are. So this wheel here will kind of match up where your ghost drawing is. Okay. I didn't get rid of that layer of the one we typed in before, did I? So turn it off. There we go. Okay, so now we can use these lines over here to kind of sketch in our ghost. So that's where I'm going to leave it right now. So let's get started. For a sketch brush, let me see. How about just a pencil? Chamel sketch pencil. I'll provide that for you also. Okay, so our line, our horizon line, I think I'm going to put it about, what did I do? Wrong layer. Okay, I'm going to put it about right here maybe. Just going to bring my pencil across and hold it down where it'll be straight. All right. And then, I mean, you don't have to be exactly like this. I mean, just kind of get these shapes in. So I guess I'm calling these ghosts. So what we're going to do is we're going to take him down past the horizon line. But we're going to go ahead and erase that later on. But right now, what we want to do is we want to create a kind of shape about like that. I think that looks good. And if he's too big or whatever, you can hit the little plus I or the arrow, and you can kind of resize him if you want him a little bit smaller. So maybe about right there. I think that's good. Okay, and let me see. Our next one, yeah, we're going to put this guy right over here. Have him coming out just like that. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one right here. So maybe have him coming out right here. Like that. That's good. Then we're going to have this little guy right here coming out over here. That's good. And then this top guy here, we're going to make him go like that. And then the last one here, maybe like that. That's good. So I like it. And you can go ahead and put the eyes in however you like. You can make them smiling. You can make them sad. You can do whatever you like to make it your own. And again, this is just a sketch, so I'm just going to kind of put in, I don't like that mouth right there, so I'm going to use the squiggly line here, draw around it, and then move it maybe right there. Okay, this guy's going to have maybe sleepy eyes and smiling. This guy's going to be wide awake and a big smile on him. This guy's going to be angry up here. Jagged mouth. Here we go. And he's going to be looking over here with a smile. All right, so that's kind of how I want it. And then I'm going to have this little man down here, and you don't need much details. I mean, just kind of make it where you can tell it's a figure standing there. So a little round head, maybe some arms coming down, body, and then some legs. Just kind of like that. Oops, that don't work. Just kind of color them in. I think that's good. I'm going to move him a little bit. So again, the squiggly line here, and you can draw a line around him. Just make sure it's on freehand, and then click your arrow, and then you're able to move him around. I'm going to make him a little bit bigger too. Actually freeform it so I can stretch him up. And then I want his feet around the horizon line. So about like that. I like that. Okay, so that's going to be my sketch. So let's get started into the inking process. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I don't need that there anymore. So this is our sketch now. Going to take the opacity of it down so I can barely see it. And then we don't need this reference photo here anymore, so I'm going to turn it off. Reference. So there it goes away. All right, and here is our sketch. I'm going to use a mono streamline brush. I'll provide all these for you. You can download those for free also. All right, and let's just start inking in the lines here. So remember, we don't want anything below the horizon line, so I'm not going to draw those parts right there, but I am going to close them off so that we'll be able to fill them in with colors. So I'll just go right along the horizon line, I guess, with the bottom of those. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's do this big guy first, because he's kind of in front. And if you want this circle here to be like really perfect, you can just, oops, what did I do wrong? Well, I'm sketching on the sketch, or on top of the sketch. So I'm going to lock that so I don't accidentally draw on top of it. And then we got our monoline brush on. We got the black color. And what I'm saying is this kind of like a circle. Just hold your pen down, and it'll make a really nice curve. And then we can continue to the horizon line. And then this guy, oops, I don't want that. I want this line to look really nice. Okay. Nope. Nope. There we go. And then I'm just going to connect these two here. And we can erase this. Oh, set my eraser set to I don't know what. Try that one. There we go. That's better. All right, so there's one ghosty. And if you don't like the shape, what you can do is click on the arrow here, and you can distort it and stretch him out a little bit and just do all kinds of things with it. Just whatever you want. All right, so let's put another ghost in here. We're going to put each ghost on a separate layer. So create a new layer, and the other ones are going to kind of be behind this one. He's going to be the one that's main up front, so we're going to keep him on top. All right, so back to our monoline brush. Bring him. I'm just going to make sure he's closed off. So like I said, when we fill in the colors. Okay, let's create a new layer. And we'll do this guy over here next. Make sure we close him off. That's good. I'm going to create a new layer. Okay, now he's going to go in front of him. So we need, yeah, that's fine where he's at. Bring him down to the horizon line. And then we need to bring him down here. I'm going to go across like that. Okay, so he's closed off. Okay, another layer. He's going to be behind, so we're going to put him down here. Actually, he's going to be behind the bean shape too, so we're going to put him all the way on the bottom. All right, and he's going to come out about like this. I'm going to make sure we close him off. Okay, and then the last one. You're going to put him about right there, I think. And close him off. Okay, so we got all of our ghosts in there. And it might be kind of messy, but when we start filling in the colors, you'll see that it works out really good. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to head and start putting these colors in. Let's change our background color to black. Just click on background and click black right there. Actually, maybe we better not do that right now until we get our colors in. So I'm going to put it back to white for right now. So for our front ghost here, I'm going to make a new layer. And I'm going to put it under, and I'm going to set him to reference for right now. And then the layer that's under him is where we're going to drop our color in. So we're going to make him maybe this darker blue color like that. You guys can use any colors you like. So I'm going to put him right there, and you can see it fills them all in just perfectly. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is maybe do this little guy over here. We're going to make him a red color, or reddish orange maybe. Yeah, about like that. Okay, so again, we need to find out where he's at. So I think that's him, yep. So you just turn the layer off and see if that's him or not. Okay, we're going to set him to reference. So they'll take the reference off the other one. We're going to make a new layer, put him under it, and we're going to drag him in there. And you can see it goes behind the blue one. And you can see all of those lines that we had crossing over each other are not being seen now. All right, so next thing we're going to do is maybe this top guy here. So let's he's the bean shaped one. I think this one right here. Yep. So we're going to set him the reference. I'm going to create a new layer, make sure it's under. Okay, and let's do him in maybe a pink. Maybe out like that. There we go, drop him in there. Okay, next, let's do this guy here in the front. And I think it's him, yeah. Okay, set him to reference. New layer, put it under him. What color do we want him? Let's make him a yellow color. So, yellow. Yeah, I like that. Kind of a darker yellow. Okay, and then we can just drag it in. There you go. And those lines, you see the way we've set up the sketches, they're behind each other the way they should be. Okay, let's do this guy back here next. So I think, which one is he? Not him. Where's he at? This him? That's him right there. So again, set him the reference. New layer, drag it under him. And let's see what color we're going to put him. Let's do a green for him. So about like that. There we go. Okay, and then our last one, which is this one. Yeah. Set him to reference. New layer. Drag him under. There we go. And let me see. What can we do him? Let's do him a purple. Maybe this kind of a darker purple there. You like that? And there we go. We got all our shapes in there. All right. Okay, so I don't want these black lines, so I'm going to go ahead and just delete those guys off now because we don't need them anymore. So just slide them to the left and hit delete. Take all those sketch lines off. And we just got our colors in there. That's what we just wanted. Now, if you see a gap here, maybe go to that layer and just kind of fill it in. There's a green one here too. So pick that green color, go to the green guy, then fill that little white gap in. And that's all the gaps we had. Yep. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do some shadows. So what you're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn off our sketch for right now and just show us these shapes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to black. All right. And then just pick a brush that has some kind of texture to it. So materials, you can kind of just look through and pick out which one you like. A noise brush maybe, or you could even go to your airbrushing and you can click this soft brush to shade it in. I'm going to use one that I bought, but you guys can use basically any kind of textures. Thousands of texture brushes for free on the internet if you just look for them. I'm going to use this surface texture. All right, and then we're going to do this blue one first. So I'm going to create a new layer on top of him. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to set it to clipping mask. And what that's going to do is it's only going to allow me to paint on the blue one only. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a shadow on the right side of him here. So about like that. I did quite dark. I don't know if I want it that dark. I'm going to take that back off and try this one more time. What happened? It turned off the clipping mask. Okay, turn it back on. Do a little bit lighter touch this time. And just kind of shadow in that right side. Just about like that. I think I like that. Okay. And now what you're going to do is you're going to pick that blue color that was the original color of him. And then we're going to lighten it up just a tad. So you could go to classic here. It's already all the way to the white, to the light. So what you'll have to do is drag it towards this lighter color up here. Okay, I'm going to leave that surface on. And I'm going to hit this very edge of the right side over here. So just about like that. That's how I want it. Maybe. Here we go. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to choose this blue color again. And we're going to make it a lighter color. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click my airbrush and click the soft brush right there. And we're going to do a highlight on the kind of left side. So if the shadows are on the right, you want the highlight on the left. And maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe about right. Just going to tap it. So you see, I just got a little highlight there in the middle. So that's about how I want it. All right, so that one's done. Let's go move on to the next one. And what you can do is if you like what you got, you can pinch those two together. And now it's all one-on-one. So let's do this red part right here now. So we're going to do a new layer on top. We're going to clipping mask it. Set it to black. I'm going to go back to my texture brush. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to put a darker. I'm going to make that brush a little smaller. Darker down here. Okay. I think that's good. So about like that. And then again, we want our highlight. So I'm going to choose that main red color again, and we're going to make it lighter. This one, we got some lightness there, so let's do that and then make it a little bit lighter. And then we're going to go back to our soft brush again and make that a little bit smaller. And we're going to hit him right in the center here with a highlight. And that's good enough. And then again, I'm going to pinch those two together, and then we got him done. Okay, we're going to do the yellow one now. Yellow on top. Clipping mask. Set it to black. Go back to your texture brush. Okay, we're going to do the right side of him. Actually, on him also, we can separate the blue and the yellow. We can get a little darker right there on the edge, which will kind of signify that they are separate pieces here. So about like that. So now you can see how the blue kind of stands out. Right, let's make the brush a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to do this side over here. You see how I'm going to do him, maybe up to there. So you want it kind of a gradient. Okay, about like that. Maybe come down around here on the bottom too, it'll be fine. All right, I think I like that. So again, we're going to go with our yellow color here, and maybe make it just a tad bit lighter. Gonna keep that texture brush, and then we're gonna go right on the edge. About like that. All right, and then we're gonna do a highlight. So I go back to our airbrush again, and then make it a little bit bigger. That's too big. The highlight about right there. Okay, and he's done. Put all those together. Okay, let's do this purple guy right here next. That's him on top. Clipping mask. Turn it back to black again. Go to your texture brush. And then we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I like that. And then the same thing over here. We're going to get right on the edge to kind of separate them from that yellow one. So I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller, and I'm just going to hit this edge just a little bit. There you go. Now you can see how I like how it just separates them a little bit. Okay, he's good. Let's do his highlight. So we're gonna go to a base purple, and then we're gonna lighten that base purple up a little bit. Go back to our soft brush, and we're gonna kind of lighten it up about right there. That's good. All right, and let me see. Maybe should. No, I think that green's gonna pop out when I do the black on him. So let's do the green next. We're gonna put those purple ones together. Layer on top. Clipping mask. Go to black. Go to our texture brush, and then this guy down here. Yeah, that separates the purple one now from the green one. Okay, and then maybe a little right there. That's good. The green color. Lighten it up. Back to our soft brush. Make that a little bit smaller. About like that. Okay, now the pink one. So actually, let's put those together like we've been doing. Layer on top. Clipping mask it. Go to black. Our texture brush. Okay, and he's gonna have this really dark down here. Separate him from the yellow one. All right, we're gonna have him coming up like that. Like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Base pink. Lighten it up. Airbrush. Make it smaller. I didn't change it. There we go. Soft brush. And then there, maybe come down right in there. That's good. All right. I like how this is turning out. So I forgot to go on the sides of the purple and the green here like we did with the yellow and the blue. So I'm going to do that now. And we can create a new layer on top and clip it again. And then take this purple color and lighten it up just a tad. Make sure I'm on my texture brush, and then we're going to hit this edge. About like that. And the green one too. Where's the green? Here we go. Let's do on top of him. Clip it. Green color. Lighten it up a little bit. There we go. It just gives it this more 3D effect. We can do this guy over here. The pink one. We haven't even finished putting those together yet, so. There we go. Let me hit this blue one a little bit more. Clipping mask. There we go. All right, I think that's good. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. All right, so what we're going to do now is we can go ahead and make our background black now. See how that looks. It looks good. I like it. I'm going to take these drawing guides off. Look at that. That looks so cool. All right. So let's go ahead and put our faces in now. So turn it to black. And if you just want to do a layer on top, that's fine. So it'll just put all the faces on top. I'm going to go to our monoline. Okay, and forgot how I had the faces. Turn that sketch on. We can see it again. So let's do like that. Okay. We'll do hold the pen down. Okay, I'm going to drag black in there. Okay, this mouth. There we go. Okay, sleepy guy. Nah, I don't like that. Just thought I'd try it. Hold pen down. Fill these in. There we go. Hold the pen down. Okay, then angry guy here. Okay, and there's all of our ghosts. All right, so what we're going to do now, let's put this man in here. We're going to put him all the way on top. Just kind of draw right over my sketch. Make sure I close off that shape. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is do a layer on top of him. We're going to clipping mask it like we normally do. Going to take this greenish color here, like a really light lime green like that. We're going to do a soft brush, and we're going to try to get right on the edge of him. And turn the opacity up a little bit, turn the size down. Here we go. Just about like that. I think that is very cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to create a shine in the floor here. So we want a layer on the very bottom here. So I'm going to drag that down to the very bottom, right above our background layer. And then we're going to take these colors. So let's do this yellow first. Take this yellow. I'm going to change it to this. Okay, so we're still in the soft brush. That's good. Okay, and maybe make that a little bit bigger. And we're going to like a little highlight here on the floor. The purple one. Blue one. And the red one. You have a hint of him over here. The green one, I don't think he's going to be showing much, so we're not going to do him. We're just going to do these right here. Now, also what we're going to do is we're going to Gaussian blur it. About like that. And I'm going to kind of stretch it, or just kind of reposition a little bit. Maybe stretch it a little bit too. That's good. And then I'm going to take the opacity of it down. So put it over here so I can see it. Hit the little N. And then I take it down a little bit because we want it to be a reflection. We don't want it to be that strong. So about like that. I like that. Okay, next what we're going to do is take our guy. And we're going to duplicate him. So slide it to the left. Hit duplicate. I'm going to click on the bottom one here. And we're going to click on the arrow. And we're going to flip him vertically. And I'm going to bring him down. There's going to be a shadow of him. And then we're going to Gaussian blur that a little bit. That's good. And then we're going to take the opacity down on it. Just about like that. Okay, guys, and that is it. That's our final product. Let me turn that sketch back off again so I can get those lines out of there. Here we go. And that is it. I really like how this turned out. It's really cool. So you can just kind of use this technique to do all kinds of shapes and things, make it look really cool. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys are enjoying these. If you are, please subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. Hit the little bell icon so you'll get notified when I upload a new video. Likes also help very well, and I appreciate you. If you want to share your artwork, put it on Instagram, tag it with Channel Does Art, and I'll be able to take a look at it. And other than that, we will see you guys next week. Take care.